Greetings, soap opera aficionados, and welcome back to TV Day's Drama Digest. We're diving headfirst into the swirling vortex of intrigue, betrayal, and raw emotion that is Days of Our Lives. Today, we're pulling back the curtain on one of the show's most gripping storylines, E.J. DiMera's brush with death and the tangled web of accusations, forgiveness, and unanswered questions that followed. The burning question on everyone's mind is this: if EJ can't remember who shot him, but is determined to save his son Johnny's life, who will he point the finger at? And how will this explosive decision ripple through the lives of Salem's residents? Buckle up, because we're about to dissect this heart-pounding plot with all the drama and detail it deserves, unraveling the layers of suspicion, loyalty, and heartbreak that make Days of Our Lives a daytime television juggernaut. Hashtag the night that changed everything. Picture this: a stormy night in Salem, the air thick with tension, the kind that makes your skin prickle with anticipation. E.J. DiMera, the charismatic and cunning patriarch of the DiMera family, lies bleeding on the cold, unforgiving ground, a bullet having torn through his body. The scene is chaotic, shouts echo in the distance, footsteps fade into the night, and the question of who pulled the trigger hangs like a dark cloud over the town. For weeks, fans have been glued to their screens, piecing together the clues, gasping at every twist, and speculating about the identity of the would-be assassin. But the real drama begins when EJ wakes up, his memory fragmented, his body weak, but his heart fiercely protective of his son, Johnny. EJ's survival is nothing short of a miracle, a testament to the resilience that has defined his character through years of corporate battles, family feuds, and romantic entanglements. Yet, the fog of amnesia clouds his recollection of that fateful night. He knows one thing for certain: Johnny, his beloved son, is not to blame. The relief that washes over EJ when he learns Johnny didn't try to kill him is palpable, a moment of raw, unfiltered emotion that had viewers reaching for tissues. In a heart-wrenching scene, Johnny confesses that he convinced EJ to hand over the gun before walking away, leaving EJ alone in the darkness. The weight of that moment, Johnny's guilt, EJ's forgiveness, sets the stage for a storyline that promises to keep us on the edge of our seats. The hospital room where EJ recovers becomes the backdrop for one of the most poignant father-son moments in recent Days of Our Lives history. As EJ lies in his bed, tubes and monitors beeping softly in the background, he pulls Johnny into a tight embrace. "You brought me back to life," EJ says, his voice thick with emotion, "because you convinced me to give you the gun." It's a moment that captures the essence of their complicated relationship, a bond forged through years of mistakes, betrayals, and unwavering love. Johnny, his eyes brimming with tears, struggles to comprehend how his father can stand by him after everything. "How can you forgive me?" he asks, his voice breaking under the weight of his guilt. EJ's response is a masterclass in paternal devotion. "You've forgiven me for my wrongdoings," he tells Johnny, his words carrying the weight of their shared history. "I love you, son." Johnny, overcome with emotion, returns the sentiment, and for a fleeting moment, the chaos of Salem fades away, leaving only the raw, unbreakable connection between father and son. It's the kind of scene that reminds us why we keep coming back to Days of Our Lives, for those moments of humanity that shine through the melodrama, grounding the show's wild twists in something profoundly real. But even as this tender moment unfolds, the shadow of the unanswered question looms large. If Johnny didn't shoot EJ, who did? The mystery is a ticking time bomb, and EJ's fractured memory holds the key to unlocking the truth or igniting a firestorm of accusations that could tear Salem apart. Hashtag the fog of amnesia. EJ's struggle to remember. As EJ recovers, his mind is a battlefield, a maze of half-remembered images and fleeting sensations. The sound of a gunshot, the glint of a gun in the moonlight, the feeling of betrayal as the bullet pierced his flesh, these fragments haunt him, but they refuse to coalesce into a clear picture. The doctors warn that his memory may never fully return, a prognosis that frustrates EJ to no end. He's a man accustomed to control, a DiMera who thrives on power and certainty, and this vulnerability is a bitter pill to swallow. Yet, his determination to protect Johnny overrides his frustration. If he can't remember the truth, he'll do whatever it takes to ensure his son's name is cleared, even if it means pointing the finger at someone else. This is where the drama takes a darker turn. EJ's amnesia isn't just a medical condition, it's a catalyst for chaos. Without a clear memory of the shooter, EJ's instincts as a DiMera kick in, urging him to find a scapegoat. The question isn't just who he'll blame, but how that accusation will reshape the fragile alliances and simmering rivalries in Salem. Will EJ's need for justice, or vengeance, lead him to make a catastrophic mistake? The stakes couldn't be higher, and the fallout promises to be nothing short of explosive. The list of potential culprits in Salem is long, and each suspect brings their own motives, secrets, and tangled history with EJ. Let's explore the most likely candidates and how EJ's accusation could send shockwaves through the town. At the top of the suspect list is Kristen DiMera, EJ's cunning and unpredictable sister. Kristen's history with EJ is a roller coaster of loyalty and betrayal, a dynamic that has kept fans guessing for years. Rumors are swirling that Kristen is headed to jail, and whispers around Salem suggest that EJ might be orchestrating her downfall. Could EJ's accusation be part of a larger plan to neutralize Kristen's influence in the DiMera family? After all, Kristen has never shied away from drastic measures to get what she wants, and her involvement in EJ's shooting wouldn't be a stretch. If EJ points the finger at her, it could spark a full-blown DiMera family war, with Kristen's fierce determination pitted against EJ's calculating resolve. Imagine the courtroom drama, Kristen, clad in her signature power suit, staring daggers at EJ as he testifies against her. The tension would be electric, with every word laced with years of sibling rivalry and unspoken grudges. Kristen's arrest would also send ripples through her relationships with Brady, Rachel, and others, forcing them to choose sides in a conflict that could fracture Salem's social fabric. But is Kristen truly guilty, or is she merely a convenient target for EJ's wrath? The ambiguity is delicious, and it's exactly the kind of twist that Days of Our Lives thrives on. Another prime suspect is Stefan DiMera, EJ's ambitious and often ruthless brother. Stefan's hunger for control of the DiMera empire has put him at odds with EJ before, and a shooting could be the ultimate power play. If EJ suspects Stefan, the accusation would ignite a sibling rivalry that could rival the most epic battles in DiMera history. Picture the confrontation. EJ, still weak from his injuries, confronting Stefan in the DiMera mansion, their voices echoing off the walls as they hurl accusations and unearth old wounds. The stakes are personal and professional, with the future of the DiMera legacy hanging in the balance. Stefan's potential involvement also raises questions about his wife, Gabby, whose own schemes could complicate the narrative. If EJ blames Stefan, Gabby might retaliate, pulling her own strings to protect her husband and advance her agenda. The resulting chaos would be a masterclass in soap opera storytelling, with alliances shifting, secrets spilling, and the truth remaining just out of reach. Then there's Nicole Walker, EJ's on-again, off-again love, whose tumultuous relationship with him has been a cornerstone of the show. Nicole's history is littered with desperate acts born of passion and pain. And while she's not the most likely suspect, her proximity to EJ makes her a plausible target for his suspicions. If EJ were to blame Nicole, the emotional fallout would be devastating. Their love story, already a labyrinth of heartbreak and redemption, would face its greatest test yet. The image of Nicole, tears streaming down her face as she pleads her innocence, is enough to send shivers down any fan's spine. Nicole's potential involvement also ties into the broader Salem ecosystem, where her connections to Eric, Rafe, and others could draw them into the fray. An accusation against Nicole would force EJ to confront his own feelings for her, adding a layer of personal torment to an already volatile situation. Is EJ's love for Nicole strong enough to withstand the weight of his suspicions, or will this be the final nail in the coffin of their star-crossed romance? Of course, Salem is never short on suspects. Could it be Ava Vitale, whose ties to the criminal underworld make her a wild card? Or perhaps Clyde Weston, pulling strings from behind bars? Even Sammy Brady, EJ's ex-wife, could re-enter the picture with her trademark chaos, stirring the pot just when things seem to settle. Each possibility adds a new layer to the mystery, keeping viewers guessing and the drama at a fever pitch. Hashtag the ripple effect. How EJ's accusation will shape Salem. Whoever EJ blames, the consequences will be far-reaching. An accusation from a DiMera carries weight, and in a town like Salem, where loyalties are fragile and secrets are currency, the fallout could be catastrophic. Families will be divided, friendships tested, and old wounds reopened. The courtroom scenes alone promise to be a spectacle, with Salem's residents packing the gallery, whispering and gasping as the drama unfolds. If EJ's accusation is misguided, the real shooter could use the chaos to their advantage, slipping further into the shadows while Salem tears itself apart. Alternatively, if EJ's memory begins to return, the truth could emerge in fragments, each revelation more shocking than the last. The writers of Days of Our Lives are masters at keeping us guessing, and this storyline is a testament to their ability to weave complex, emotionally charged narratives that keep us coming back for more. One of the most intriguing questions is whether EJ's actions are part of a larger scheme. EJ DiMera is no stranger to manipulation, and his amnesia could be a convenient cover for a calculated move. Is he deliberately pointing the finger at someone like Kristen to advance his own agenda? Could this be a ploy to consolidate power within the DiMera family, eliminate rivals, or protect someone he loves? The possibility that EJ is playing a long game adds a layer of intrigue that elevates this storyline to new heights. Imagine the twist: EJ, sitting in his hospital bed, a faint smirk playing on his lips as he feeds the police just enough information to set his plan in motion. The audience would be left questioning everything they thought they knew. A hallmark of Days of Our Lives at its best. Whether EJ is a victim, a mastermind, or something in between, his journey promises to be a roller coaster of emotion and suspense. At its core, this storyline is about more than just a shooting or a mystery. It's about family, forgiveness, and the lengths we go to protect those we love. EJ's determination to shield Johnny, even at the cost of accusing someone else, speaks to the primal instinct of a parent to safeguard their child. Johnny's guilt and gratitude, in turn, highlight the complexity of their relationship, a bond that has weathered countless storms and emerged stronger for it. As fans, we're drawn to these stories because they reflect our own struggles and triumphs. We see ourselves in EJ's fierce love for his son, in Johnny's quest for redemption, and in the messy, beautiful chaos of Salem's interconnected lives. The mystery of who shot EJ is just the beginning. The real story lies in how this event will shape the characters we've come to know and love. As we await the next chapter in this electrifying saga, one thing is certain. Days of Our Lives will continue to deliver the drama, emotion, and surprises that have made it a daytime institution. Will EJ's memory return, revealing the truth about that fateful night? Will his accusations spark a chain reaction that changes Salem forever? And who will emerge as the true villain in this tale of betrayal and redemption? We invite you, our loyal TV Days Drama Digest readers, to join us in speculating, theorizing, and dissecting every twist and turn. Share your thoughts in the comments, tweet us your predictions, and let's keep the conversation going as we unravel the mystery of EJ DiMera's shooting. One thing's for sure, in Salem, nothing is ever as it seems, and the truth is always worth the wait. We hope you enjoyed it and look forward to sharing more with you in the future. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe TV Days Drama Digest for more updates on Days of Our Lives.